Homemade meatballs, good music, and a whole lot of Italian flair. We are in Ocean City getting a first look into the St. Joseph Festival, named after St. Joseph, taking place tomorrow, and it's all for a great cause. From homemade classics to sweet treats you can't find just anywhere, this festival is all about celebrating Italian culture through food, music, and community.
Well, number one, lots of good Italian food, meatballs and sausage and ravioli.
And it's not just what's on your plate, there's also plenty to see, do, and even take home.
Awesome basket raffles,
My
silent auction.
The silent auction has sports teams, golf, things for women, things for men, things for everybody. So we try to cover everybody with it. So it's just fun.
Definitely a family-friendly event. We've had 1,500 to 2,000 people pass through during the course of the day.
And that turnout doesn't happen by accident. It's a true community effort with local businesses and organizations all pitching in. And year after year, this festival just keeps getting bigger.
All of the parishes support it. Of course, St. Luke's, St. Andrews allows us to use the facility. So they're a major supporter of our event.
All the businesses have donated, hotels, restaurants, different boutiques, everywhere. And without them, I couldn't do the silent auction and Janet couldn't do the gift baskets, so.
But at the heart of it all is the tradition behind St. Joseph's Day, a celebration rooted in history and faith.
St. Joseph, a very popular saint in Italy. There's lots of different legends about how he helped Sicily. There was a big earthquake, I believe it was, in Sicily, and they prayed to St. Joseph for relief, and that's kind of how it started. In fact, his feast day, which is the 19th of March, is celebrated as Father's Day in Italy, in honor of St. Joseph.
And for many, it's also a moment for reflection.
Is that we have the statue of St. Joseph, which is somewhere behind me, people are invited to pin a prayer intention on the statue and make a donation to the priest who does the opening ceremony, and that priest will then pray that intention for the entire year.
Of course, after 14 years, there are plenty of memories that stand out.
My most vivid memory is the one bad day we did have where there was a terrific rainstorm. The wind was so strong and it was blowing laterally across the front of the building. People couldn't open the door. Fortunately, I brought my plastic rain suit with me, and I played doorman out in the rain. I will never forget that.
Yeah,
and even with that horrible weather, we still had over 1,000 people show up. I mean, so we've been blessed.
We've definitely been blessed. I think my favorite memory was the first time I ever did the silent auction. I had no idea what I was doing. I'll be honest with you, and I think just that it was successful, I was so happy that I said, wow, I'm glad I'm making money for us,
But beyond the food and the fun, this festival has a much bigger purpose.
We have a scholarship program for local high school seniors of Italian descent, and our charitable giving program is for our local charities. There are a few national charities, but most of the money goes to local charities.
And it's half Delaware and half Maryland because our members are both. So we take into consideration both states.
And over the years, that impact has really added up.
I would say, probably close to $200,000. I mean, in 14 years.
And sometimes it's the little moments that make the biggest impact.
Well, I was telling her the story. A 19-year-old young man is driving his grandfather's Mercedes, and he won one of the Mercedes. And we called him up. He was jumping up. You could hear him so happy to win it. I said, so that kind of makes you feel really good when somebody was really invested in it.
So if you're looking for a way to spend your day, here's everything you need to know.
Well, it's this Saturday, March 21st, and the doors open at 11, and we go 11 to 6, or until the food runs out. But the raffles We do all the raffles between 5 and 5:45.
Yeah.
To
So I cut off the silent auction at 5:15, so that we start making the phone calls. So if somebody wants to come back and pick up their goodies, we're here.
From the food to the festivities and the impact it makes, this is one event that brings people together year after year. CoastLife, great food, great music. You said pastries, right? And then what else? We have an auction going on, these meatballs, definitely all reasons to stop by the St. Joseph's Festival right here in Ocean City. But stick around because we got some more CoastLife on the way.